All right. Anthony, what was your mindset coming into this fight? What do you think you were prioritizing?
I was prioritizing like a good show. I was focused on giving Seth what he wanted and giving the viewers what they want. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have a lot of expectations walking into this match, but I would say I held up pretty good. Seth is not someone that you just take lightly. Like Seth's, you fight him, you take a month to recover, which I probably am. My lips hurting. He's just. It was a good fight. It was a really good fight. Today was one of the most challenging days I've had in a while.
Beautiful. What were some adjustments mid-fight that you decided to make during the fight?
So, when I started the fight, I noticed that he was very keen on hooks.
Yep.
And every once in a while, he would hook and roll another hook. Excuse me. So, at first, I thought dodging him would be, the best way to go. I didn't have enough stamina. So, my only bet was to let him hit me, find an opening. And luckily, when he would roll and he'd go for that second hook, he'd leave the side of his jaw wide open. So, I was able to get some good hits in, but, there's only so much your plan goes until you just get socked in the face. I think another good adjustment that I had in the middle of our fight was I stopped focusing on blocking and rather attacking. Because I did notice when he gets hit more than a couple times, he kind of loses his momentum. I feel like if I didn't rush him when I did, this would have ended way more differently. It wouldn't have been close decision. It was a good fight. It was a real good fight.
What do you think went wrong in the fight? What do you think you messed up?
I think I messed up a lot of my accuracy. I think that some of my hooks didn't really land. Another huge downside that I have is when I get hit in the face too many times and I lose my momentum, I get very angry. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, I see red. But, I kind of lose my precision. I lose my focus. I lose my skill. And I'm just focused more on, getting it out. Which was why, at the end, it wasn't it was like I was genuinely, pissed. I think that was about it, really. Other than that, it was a really straightforward, honest fight.
Who do you think hit harder out of all your fights? Do you think Seth hit the most, or Tony, or
Tony.
Lee during that one sparring video?
Look, I hate to be rude. Lee didn't come close to what I just felt today. Today was one of the most astounding yet dreadful days of my life. My thumb's swollen. It hurts to talk. I think Seth is one of the strongest people I have encountered, especially in fighting. I do hope that someday I can rematch him, maybe later on down the year or something, when I've gotten better and he's gotten better and we can,
So, and there's some news coming in. Lee and Haven can come. They can get drove. Would you be interested in watching them fight today?
I mean, I'm always down to support others, but good God, I want a nap.
You want a nap?
Yeah, I want
You wouldn't be interested in watching them fight?
I mean, if they come down here, I'll watch them. I'll watch them because, for you to drive down here and spend your time to come over, that's the only common courtesy.
Yep. Okay. One more question, and then we're going to hit the other interview because you're pretty tired. What do you think of Seth after this fight? How do you feel towards him? Do you feel like you've gained some more respect?
I've gained a lot of respect for him. When we first started fighting, I didn't like him. because Seth was a very egotistical, very cocky person. But I think that now, especially after this fight, I've realized, that he's getting up there, and you can either get up there with him, stay on his level, or you can stay at the bottom with the rest of us. Yeah, I think that he's a pretty good dude.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, it was a pleasure having you here. We're looking forward to whatever's next. Do you have anyone you want to call out before you go? Any names you're looking forward to?
Lee, August 17th, 5 rounds, 3 matches. Or no, 5 rounds, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Show up or don't.
Pleasure to have you here. Could you get Seth?